I'm Jen, and I'm with TMC, and I'm here with Philippe and Tony from Schmooze. We're going to talk a little bit about their products today and how the overall event is going. So, Philippe, would you like to kick off?
Well, sure, and thanks for having us here. So, I mean, the event's been great. We've got a free PBX World event within the ITEXPO. We've had great attendance throughout the show. It's our second year of doing this. This year, we've had 3 days of presentations to talk about all the things that Schmooze has been up to because we've been doing so much in the last year. So we can't possibly talk about everything here during this short time, but I mean, if you kind of look at one of our focuses, you look at all of these phones here, but more than phones is really delivering the apps and the solutions to the end users. So one of the things we want to talk to you about is this new line of kind of phone-independent REST apps that we have been developing over the last year. We've got a lot of other exciting things. We've got SMS tied into our SipStation VoIP business, which we'll show you on here. New releases of free PBX with 12 coming out. The list goes on. But why don't we start and have Tony talk to you a little bit about this great REST app work that we do.
Hello. So the last year we spent a lot of time trying to build a free PBX to be more of an engine for controlling phones. This relates to allowing users to use their phones in the way that is more intuitive for them and to drive apps into the phone. And we're going to kind of walk through just a couple of our apps on one of our phones here that seem to be the most popular. So here we're gonna show off one of the Digium D70s, and we can see on this phone we have a whole bunch of different buttons programmed. And we have simple things like a follow me. You know, every PBX has a follow me, and not very glamorous, but in free PBX we make using the follow me much easier. So we can see it's red, that's telling us our follow me is active, and we can see the center screen showing us follow me is active. We hit our follow me button, and we can hit our follow me button. We can see it's enabled, yes, and we can turn off follow me for maybe we're going to go in a meeting, we don't want our follow me anymore. We hit our change button, and we see the light went green, and now it's enabled no. Or we can do things like maybe we want to change the ring time of the follow me. How long are we going to ring everything in our follow me? Right now it's set to 20 seconds, so we'll come in here and change that, and maybe we'll set that to 30 seconds. So as we can see, we're managing our follow me settings right from our phone. We're not having to log into a web page or call our sysadmin to change our follow me rules or our follow me settings around. Another good example might be using REST apps for some things like our presence, wanting to change our presence. So currently we're unset, we haven't set a presence. So we're gonna go change our presence, and we're gonna say we're away now. And when we leave our app, we are set to away, and we can see on our screen as away, and anyone else who calls our phone will see that we're in away status right now. So that's an example of two simple apps. Currently we have, I believe, 13, 14 different apps that you can run on the Digium and Astra phones, and we plan on expanding that in the future. Philippe's going to kind of talk about some SMS stuff we've built into the new free PBX user control panel now, and how we try to make SMS sending text messages very simple. And these SMSs are the same phone number that people call me on that rings my desk phone. So not only does my desk phone or my desk number can ring my phone, or I can send a fax to it, now I can receive SMSs on it.
So yeah, as Tony mentioned, so I mean, SMSs in today's world, I mean, people are using them all over the place. We're communicating with people on cell phones. They're expecting it to be there. I mean, you call someone, they're on the phone. How often do you pull up your phone, you're on another line, you don't even look who called, and you press your button that says, reply with SMS, can't talk right now, right? You don't know if that message has received them or not. Well, with the SipStation service, we've got SMS capability built in, and what we've done in free PBX is within the user control panel. So this is the user control panel. This is the same place where I would go. I have this up if I'm a phone user. I might listen to my voicemail. So I go here, I can check my voicemail. I don't have to go to the phone, right? I can come in here, I can click, I can listen to and manage my voicemail from right in here. So from this same location, I can come into here and I can manage my SMSs. And these are SMSs on my desk phone, basically, on my phone number of my DID that I get called in. Now, if you we're not the only ones who have done SMSs. If you look at other carriers, though, in order to use SMSs, you have to maybe log into their portal account on their service to send an SMS or to check SMS you've received. You might have to, they might be able to send it to you with email or something else, but it's not fully integrated. With this SMS service, I can turn around. I can, of course, see the history of my SMSs. I can send a new SMS. So, what I'm going to do, and I'm connected right here paired with, I believe, Tony's iPad, so our internet connection isn't the greatest. But if I click in here, I say new SMS, right? I can turn around, and in this case, I have multiple phone numbers assigned to my phone, so I can actually choose which one it's going to come to. And what I'm going to do here, is I'm going to send, I'll send my own cell phone an SMS. 65924. Oh, now the world's going to see my number. That's not good. And that would be good. Hello, Philippe. So I turn around, I send that SMS, right? And there we go. There's my SMS message, right? Right there. Right, coming from that number, hello, Philippe. Now, of course, the way we've designed this, and the way we've designed the new user control panel is, I can be anywhere within my system. I can be sitting here, looking at my call history, right? So this is where I can see. This is an example of our slow internet connection of pulling up the calls. But there's my call history, which is, again, more intuitive. Inbound calls, outbound calls, calls that may have gone to, it's not here, but cell phones. But I'm in here doing something. I've got the SMS message closed, right? And I turn around and reply or get an SMS. So I'm going to reply and say, hey, send. And what's going to happen is, on my slow internet connection,
I'll cut this part out.
So slow internet connection comes up, right? Wherever I'm on in the system, it's going to pop up. It's a built-in messaging system. This is the same messaging system in the user control panel that connects into Presence if you have XMPP chat, which is a free PBX module that's available to do kind of XMPP within your own company. Same thing, same messages in the same way will pop up. So, the things we're trying to do here, this is one simple, small example within our SIP-Station phone carrier product, which, again, we're tying in to the free PBX experience. Most of our users use it. How do they use it? How do they function? And how do we tie in versus just making them go through kind of out-of-the-way places, external web portals or other things in order to get to it. So that's another example of kind of some of the cool things that we're working on.
Great, thank you. And what makes Schmooze stand out from the competition?
I think what makes Schmooze stand out from the competition is that, for one, we are what's behind at least the most prevalent open source PBX in the world, and you could take every other open source PBX combined, and they probably barely hit a fraction of the 2+ million installed base PBXs that we have. I don't know the stats on other manufacturers, but it wouldn't surprise me if we're not approaching the #1 PBX in the world, period, with that sort of prevalence, right? We've got a huge potential in that. We give people the freedom. If you kind of look across, if you've done a pan zoom here on what this is about 40%, and that's only because you don't see the phones on the other side, you don't see the devices connected to all of these stations. of the phones that we support, of the 21 manufacturers and a waiting list of manufacturers wanting to get on here. So we give the resellers, the customers, the integrators the choice to use the best devices. We give the resellers and integrators and customers the choice to use the best devices, the best technologies that make sense by supporting that sort of range and by creating this huge base. And by doing that, our growth has been phenomenal, right? Just the reception from the user base, from the community has been fantastic. Like I said, to the point where we have waiting lists from manufacturers to get on here, right? We have manufacturers asking us, what can we change to make the things work better within your environment, within your ecosystem, to make it easier to the users? So we're really gaining in that space. And I think those are the things, the types of things that are making us stand out, that we have the ear and the voice of the users, and we're doing what they need, and we're growing significantly because of that.
Great, thank you so much.
You're welcome, thank you.